stadium's so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington.
Oh, I'm doing the kickoff now. Nah. I think you're doing the kickoff again. No, I am.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. On return, Britton Covey.
No.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
Let's see what we do here.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Hurts comes out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That was a good run.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Intercepted. Deron Bland has it. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Nice.
Trying to get that one as he
That was
So 2nd down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Not bad,
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Prescott now on 3rd down.
Oh my soul.
It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Get over the line.
And the Eagles are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes, no, yes!
The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give that much yards after catch.
That one.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This is taken in at the 13. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Actually, it is very bad. Now that I see.
1st down, here's Dak. And a man is there to knock that away.
Yes.
Trying to force one through there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Brought in by Jake Ferguson.
Right.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's not good.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's not good. You get way too much space.
Dak now from the gun. It's caught. Ferguson.
Alright, nice.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Catch made by Cooks. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Josh Sweat making the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5. Dak throwing again. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Another throw for Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in.
What the hell is that?
I don't know what it was.
I've never seen something like that. Is that even legal?
They'll come to the line here.
He was surprised as we were. After it was passed there, he was like, what?
Here's Prescott. It's another mistake. He's intercepted again.
Thank you.
Darius Slay
Oh
has
no.
it. And the Eagles are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line.
Almost.
Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On 1st down, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch.
No, that was
actually
wrong.
Nope.
Well, that's a pretty similar
That was
result
good.
to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Deron Bland.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Yeah.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. It's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
Direct snap to the up man. He's going to push for it. And he's caught before he can challenge for the first, so the fake doesn't work, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10.
Oh my
They
soul.
get him yet again. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the
You
25.
keep intercepting everything.
Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this
Like
defense
that.
is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throwing for Hurts.
Ja,
His quick throw
fucking constant ball.
incomplete.
Woo,
Jahan
that was
Johnson, the
close.
intended receiver. And now they face second down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a quarterback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys could have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I didn't realize
Talked to a
that's
bunch of
going to
different
happen.
GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing.
I did
Linebackers are
actually
so
choose
hard to
it, but,
find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
But which will not last.
Oh, you're intercepting everything, so I can't do anything at this point.
That's well.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at third and
The
very
defense
long.
is pretty strong.
Able to find Dotson
Oh,
here.
no.
Yes.
And he's down after getting
Yes.
us up to the 41.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the
Yes.
sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be blocked out at the 35.
That was a
line.
fist.
It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt.
Okay, no, that
an
was
explosive
shoulder.
play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the
looked like
difference in
the
field
height.
position by hitting on that shot. He's
Punched
totally
you.
flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first is Prescott.
Ooh.
All in left side. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
No,
A 19-yard pickup, and that's gonna move the
You have to
chains.
do something.
You want to become a
This is
quarterback's best
very,
friend, do
very
that.
dangerous.
Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Now you have to wake up. This is
From the
dangerous.
red zone now. Ferguson's got it. Complete.
All right, nice.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Prescott here from the gun. And he will score.
no.
It's a Dallas
Oh.
touchdown. The Cowboys tie and can take the lead here in the second. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. Another shot at this extra point here. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on
well
an
done.
uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's Dotson
Oh, come on. Don't you
and he's
just
going to get this
tell
up to the
him.
26 before being taken down.
I did tell him to
It
run.
was still a great throw, though.
Efficiency.
Still have 2 legs, so.
First down.
No, but
It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you
he
want to take a
just
shot
stood
downfield.
there.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in.
No.
And he reaches the 35.
Still good.
before
That's
going
good.
out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go
Finish
air it
the
out on
play.
2nd down
I
rather
don't
than
know
just
why
be
it's bad.
conservative and
That was
run it.
good.
They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Woo. First.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hurts throwing again. Able to get it to Barkley. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
That's the one time that
Big
trick
play
actually
nets him
works.
17 yards.
I don't know what you're
And that's
doing,
a
but it's
Philadelphia
working.
First down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
At one. Why?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Oh, okay. 2 minutes left. Okay.
Hurts now from the gun. It's another first half mistake.
Oh.
He's intercepted again. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. At the 20. And the Cowboys at a considerable return onto the interception.
But that
They're gonna
was
take over
wrong.
inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
No, that was right. That was right.
What a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
The shot zone is incomplete.
You lost the ball. Yes.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no
Thank
question
you.
about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it.
Lost the
You got to
ball.
flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know
Offside.
that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points.
Imagine I accepted it and I had to do it all over again.
And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, any
Yes.
contact on an extra point is going to draw that
Thank you,
flag, and it's
Bertie,
going to let them try the
for the
point after
second
again.
attempt.
They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through.
Ah,
And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his third missed PAT in this ball game.
it's actually difficult to this better flag.
No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another
Everything is
miss,
fine,
he's
it's just
gotta
a
stay
kicking.
out there and send this one away. Covey now to return this. And the
There we
return
go.
sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Abracadabra.
Get a touchdown on the other side.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
We know it's possible. We have done it.
Dotson now in motion right.
Not today.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. They get 22 on that
Shit,
one.
you got it.
And that's good for
Ah,
Eagles'
sense.
first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A jolt
got
to
it
start
just
that
before
drive. They're up near the
going
45-yard line. Shotgun snap for Hurts.
No!
Oh, brother, here's another interception. And the Cowboys get it back after making their third first-half interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little
I
bit
wanted to
hot.
push another
These
button
eyes
and
in
I
the sky,
pushed
they've
the
got to
wrong
help
one.
this quarterback try to
then
see the
it
field
flew
because
to the
right
wrong
now,
ball.
with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
1st and 10 from the
Let's just go
41.
with that one.
First down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Throwing over the middle, but
Okay.
it's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch
No.
up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Working inside the red zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I can't,
Well,
I
that's it
couldn't
right there. That's
swing
the
around.
resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great
There's
spot
no
for him.
way.
Oh, well,
They're
you
close
saved
enough
it,
that
so
they're gonna get shots taken
I don't
in
see
end
the
zone.
problem.
But instead of collapsing under pressure,
You
they
saved the
rose up
touchdown.
and they
Look where we are
created
now.
the takeaway.
On 25.
Oh.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Oh,
He had
no.
it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson.
Why did I
So
press
that brings
the
up 2nd
button?
down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another
See,
catch,
this-
but then that
yeah,
contact
get a
knocked the football
button.
from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming
okay.
his way.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Goddard makes the catch.
Come on.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Almost.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Too bad, but
This
not
one
good
doesn't
enough.
make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly,
Muro.
the ball's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
It's caught, Ferguson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Look at this fucking monster.
Drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's a big guy.
Effort and success from the previous play, it is gone.
I would be
to
shitting
this
myself
defense
if
who
he
snapped and
comes.
clear. That's part of this game.
Yeah.
Towards me.
Give them a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself,
Fuck,
and they
that's a
do
big
get
guy.
home. That's that.
Oh no,
After the
King
sack,
Kong's
another
coming.
pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release.
But I would
and it
love
definitely
a guy
affected the
like that
throw.
in
It's
my
incomplete.
Because he can just run in front of you and clear everything.
Yeah, but he's
Two
defense,
alligators,
he's not
3
offense.
alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that
Yeah, but
ball
if
off.
he
Credit
can
the
run in
defense for
front of
forcing the
you.
incompletion.
There's
Here he
nothing
is
that
on
can
3rd and long.
touch you.
That's caught for the first. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude,
That
show me
was
what you
a
got,
good
man.
one.
Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that
Almost
fly
got
route,
me there.
you got to win right from the jump.
That was
You
my
gotta
third,
protect
I think.
yourself from the sideline, too.
Actually
Don't
pushed me
get
back.
pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
I decided not to do anything because we know what happens.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Covey now to return this. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Good run. If you can basically make it to the 30-yard line, everything more than that is a bonus.
They'll get this drive
No,
started.
from
1st
20
and
to
10.
30 is basically normal.
A play fake now hurts to throw. He rolled. Cowboys
There we
bring
go.
him down. And the big play
No,
drive.
the
Just
balls are-
before you did
Second
that,
down
I
coming up.
did push the button so
Pretty
that he
impressive, isn't
throws,
it? They
but
built this
yeah,
type of
it
lead for
didn't
themselves
work.
because that's actually,
Didn't
Kate,
work.
their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back.
Yes.
And it's good yardage, but they
But that
tackle him
was
short
the
of the
safer
sticks.
option.
Yeah.
You know, I
Too
like
little,
the
too
completion.
late.
You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game.
Lever. Fuck.
And little to
Ew.
nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
That's insane.
58
Bertie.
yards on the punt there.
Besta.
And it's going to be their football coming up.
I have to do something.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first is Prescott.
Oh my crappers.
Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are finally stopped on the return.
Almost.
But they'll still take
Almost.
over on the edge of the red zone.
I know he
Flippin'
started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
You guys can always go back.
First down throwing for Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Come on, guys.
Hurts looking to throw. Has it in close.
Ah!
Touchdown, Philadelphia. All right, so the offense
Yes,
does its
yes.
job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's
That was a
clearly
good one.
changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And this one, thankfully,
nice kick.
not off the mark. He gets it to go. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away.
That's a good one.
Return starts from the 16. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
No place to go.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm.
He shouldn't
Instead,
go anywhere.
he's now forced to pick himself from behind the
But
line
backwards.
thanks to a great effort defensively.
Prescott here from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long, Prescott. Ferguson's got it, complete.
Right.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. First down, ball at the 36. Hurts setting up to throw.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Interception.
Stop. You fucking nigger.
And he takes this one back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and can do some serious damage.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And again, he whiffs on the point after. Oh, baby, the Yips are in full force here. That is his fourth missed extra point in this game. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Covey now to return this. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return.
Oh,
and a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dotson now in motion right. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Oh, no! Oh! Picks it off. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking.
Although
these defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Doesn't matter. At least you get the ball back.
From the gun is Prescott. Taking a deep shot here.
Oh, my soul.
Again. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
3rd interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells.
This game is not
This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line.
So look at that 77 of yours.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch is made down the right sideline. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Yeah, but you need those monsters.
Yep.
51
That's the same guy.
One.
He's on defense and offense.
In possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
51 is a monster as well. It's like pretty big.
Big guys.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. And wait, what's this? They fake the spike.
Oh, come on. I did push the button.
Got there to take him down.
Yeah, but if he's not open, he won't pass.
Back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts everything behind.
Yes!
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Wrong
That one
button.
intended for John Dotson. And that brings up 4th and
It
long.
wasn't supposed to be too
I know a
easy.
DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best
Why do you
thing
get a
and knocks
fourth?
it away.
Yeah, cock.
Operation time here on 4th. Oh,
Oh,
brother,
no.
it's another interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up
say
second
Murom.
and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now it's a bootleg for him. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete.
You've
It's gonna
got
be
one
third
of
down.
those as well.
That is
78.
a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that
Also a pretty
incompletion.
big guy.
They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He has the first
come
over the
on.
middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting
Wait,
somebody
what?
with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
What happened there? I didn't choose
The
to.
line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point
Oh, I got a
attempt.
chance to. Okay. Never mind.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Looked like it was over.
It's never over.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right
Oh,
back to
no.
the air. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the
I
middle
don't
block,
know
it's
why
tough
you
for
would go for
anybody to
him,
make
because
plays
I
through all that
almost
mess,
never throw to
even
him.
when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to
No.
make
Oh,
contact.
serious.
I didn't tell him to throw to that guy. I told him to
So
throw
they're
to
left
that.
facing 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Goddard
Yes,
takes the catch.
take him back.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Ew. You need a couple of inches, Bertie.
They'll run for it with Barkley.
Ah, you foul
And
ball.
he's officially into enemy territory now.
Fucking
They're
hell.
going to give him the opposing 49. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
On 1st down, Hurts. That one is incomplete.
Oh, come on.
Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on
And they pick
No,
him off
why
again.
do you...
And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the second
That
time
guy
this
is
game.
not even there.
I think it's safe to say
Why
his
do you
day is
throw
beyond
there
repair
if he's
now,
not
if it
even
wasn't
going to
long
be
ago.
there?
He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Why?
This is one of those situations,
Yeah,
Kate, where I
sometimes I
watch the
just
body
wonder
language of the
how
running
these
back because it'd be
things
very
work.
easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for second down. Hit behind
Come
the
on,
line,
come
and the ball
on,
is
come on.
loose. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here.
Why?
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the... Oh, and they're going to fake this one. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts.
Oh, come
Anticipated the
on.
quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts now from the gun. Able to get it to Barkley. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Bertie.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts throwing again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Nice.
It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that.
Oh, well played.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles
Like
get it
a
back to
fillet.
within 2 possessions. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Point after added on by Elliott. And
rather
the Eagles
take the
shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. gets a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Oh,
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Ah, sakes.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down
don't know what
draw.
you wanted to
I like
do
it better
there,
when that
but okay.
defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington.
Done and dusted.
And partner, I know you took down plenty of division
that was
rivals
pretty good.
in your
that
NFL
was a good
days. Heck,
game.
your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.